What's up, fellow clashers? It's Apollyon here, bringing you the latest strategy. Powerbang has already done it, so for those of you who are going, Powerbang's already done this, I know he has, and it was great content. Doesn't mean that I can't show it as well. We're doing it in Rising, and you know, it's so far it seems to be completely overpowered. We have failed one or two times, and it was like a 99, 98%. And if you really get it in wrong, then there's a chance of failing. But I would say the success rate of a fresh hit base for an anti-3 is probably in the 85 to 90% if done correctly. This is called the HeHoGiBo, which is healers, hogs, giants, and bowlers, or kind of more appropriately healers, giants, bowlers, and then hogs in that order. You can see the composition here. This is a friendly challenge. This was not used in war yet. I'm sure we're going to be using it in this war that we're going to be starting in about 5 hours or so. So you can see this is a fresh, or it's a Town Hall 9, almost maxed base. There's just a few walls that are not max 9 walls, and the rest is all max defenses. So when Powerbang showed it, he showed 30 heroes. I'm going to see if I can find some with a little less heroes, still taking on a max base. It shouldn't make a big difference. And the whole strategy here is send the giants in, the healers backing them up. Go ahead and send the bowlers after that with the royals in the middle. And go ahead and take out those air defenses as quick as possible. Bring 2 heals, 2 rages. The rages are really to help them bang through the walls and get them through parts of the base, and the heals are for the hogs and potentially for the giants, depending on when the healers die. So this one I'm going to show actually the giants walk. The reason why I might bring a couple wall breakers is obviously not to do the standard break-in, but just to help the giants break in a little bit quicker, which I'll show here. You know, the giants do tons of damage. Golems are doing, I think, 50 damage per second, but when you throw in 12 giants, they're going to do considerably more. I think they'll probably do about 600 DPS as a unit. So it's really cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at it and see how it works out. So we've got the dragons to funnel. So this is a cookie cutter army. He's not using it specifically for this base. I think he's taken 4 or 5 bases in a row, different bases. So you can swap them out with minions, swap them out with wizards, whatever is going to get you the most value. He drops the giants with the healers right there. He wants to break into this wall, and they just about get broken in, but the kill squad, or the wizards and dragon and queen, kill all the defenses there. So that's a sliver of health left in that wall, and they decide to reroute again and go down to the southern part, which I'm sure, or the northern part, which I'm sure he wasn't intended. I think he wanted to break into that specific spot. I'm not sure if there was a kill. I see that there was a little bit of clan castle. I don't know if there was a full clan castle there. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's coming out right now. So he has a poison for the clan castle. They've broken in. Bowlers were sent in right afterwards, and they're going to go ahead and help take out some of these defenses over the walls, as well as those air defenses that he really needs to take out. Has targeted hogs for that reason as well. And again, this is no planning. This is just go ahead and hitting a friendly challenge base with just looking at it for about a couple seconds, and then go ahead and hit the attack button. Otherwise, he probably would have sent these hogs in a little quicker up from the top, take out that air defense. But things are going really well. Bowlers are throwing their boulders over the walls, taking out these defenses, and I think that air defense finally gets that last healer down. But you know, the damage has been pretty much done. He's got 2 heals that he still hasn't used yet, and he's got a handful of hogs, and he's got his royals up, one with the ability. He doesn't have his king, but he has his queen with the ability that's just used it. He's got plenty of giants to tank, and he's got these hogs making their way to the other side with that poison and with the heal that he uses right there. So they've only got to take out 3 defenses, and this thing is over. Still has a bunch of bowlers up that are still throwing it. So you've got 6 bowlers in your clan castle. 3 of them lived here, and as they finally take out that last one, it's just cleanup at this point, and this base is completely wrecked. So a very legitimate attack right there. I'm going to go ahead and maybe show one more of his, and then I'm going to find another attack that is done with lower heroes, and let's see how that works. Alright, so let's go ahead and take another look at an attack here, and we're going to go ahead and show this one Very exact same army composition here. You can pick and choose what you want to funnel. He's using these 2 baby dragons just because you need to funnel your kill squad into whatever entry you want to use. So drops that first baby dragon in there up at the top, and then we'll drop the second one on the opposite side of that funnel. So it doesn't get too much cleared away there. I think it only gets 1 building, but that's fine. The giants are going to go ahead and start streaming in there. Drops a poison on the queen. I don't think there's a clan castle in this particular attack, but it would be about the same thing. It just has an extra poison left over for that clan castle that's not there. And we've got wizards cleaning up the rest of that funnel. So everything's going to move in. The giants are in there. Drops a rage in there to push through this part of the base, and bowlers are dropped behind. So the healers are going to do a lot of work. They're going to start switching on and off. Look at those bowlers taking out all those defenses across there. They're taking out the air defense under rage, which is a big deal. He uses a second rage there to take all that stuff out, and then we've got him pushing through the rest of the space. No clan castle, like I said. Some skelly traps there, and then everybody's going to start to kind of wander off. But he's got the hogs to go ahead and keep these giants on point and keep them going in the right direction, as well as snipe some of these defenses that are tough for them to get to. I think one of the base building, I think this is going to make, if they don't nerf it, which they probably will, maybe they'll make the bowlers level 7 count instead of 6. I don't know, but so one of the things that might change a little bit of base building is the spring traps. If you put 4 spring traps together on that entry, it's really going to go ahead and stop these giants from doing anything. You're going to destroy this raid right from the beginning, because you're going to have 12 giants, all 12 of them get hit by spring traps and fly out of this base real quick, and that's going to be the bulk of the attack. And you can still see he's got some giants still up. So very nice attack. We'll definitely change some base designs around to accommodate for this type of attack, and we'll see what happens. But we've got the hogs doing damage on that enemy barbarian king, and then we've got the rest of them running around and just doing cleanup. So let me see if I can find 1 or 2 more of lower heroes, maybe a little change of army composition, and see how that works, and we'll be right back. Alright, so let's go ahead and show this one against one of my X-War bases. I'm going to use this one anymore, but this is a fresh hit from Conqueror onto my base. Don't have max defenses. I mean, it's level 2 expos. A couple of my cannons are not max, and my mortars and my whiz towers are not max. But you know, that's not going to make a difference into this type of attack. The splash damage is pretty much inconsequential with the healers there. So let's go ahead and see this fresh hit. It is right down to the wire, but it's the first hit, and look at that, level 10 heroes. And level 5 giants, that's what I wanted to show. So we've got level 5 giants going in here against pretty much max point defenses. Just, you know, again, a couple of them are not max, but for all intents and purposes, it's a decent base like that. And he's going to go ahead and use the strategy here, and Clan Castle could be better. I would suggest, as I have just recently over the past couple of weeks, always use air for your Clan Castle. But I think I'm going to put out a specific video on that. I suggest 1 baby dragon and the rest ground, just to make sure that rage kicks in. Or you can go with the standard dragon / loons for that too. They are the best against this type of attack. But the queen starts walking here, and everybody's kind of splitting up here. So he sends the hogs in. It's pretty decent to send the hogs in to make sure that they don't take out all these giants and bowlers on that top compartment, and uses the healing for that to keep them going. I had to use the heal for the giants in the middle earlier, just again because the healers are focusing on that king and bowlers. And this queen is going to get taken out as well, because she doesn't have any backup whatsoever. These hogs are not going to be able to make it all the way down to her to take them out. Unfortunately, this archer tower is locked in on her. She's going to make it almost up there to it, but is not going to be able to take it out. It's going to be real close. she does actually take it out, but the cannon ends up taking her out in the last shot. So if that would have, the hog would have got that, if she would have got the archer tower, just the perfect timing, this would have even been more crushed. But right now we're going to fast forward it. It's really just about cleanup. The king's doing some damage. The enemy king's doing damage on the giants. But the friendly king's going to come in here with ability. He's going to use his ability, get healed back up again pretty much, and they're going to go ahead and take out the rest of the space. So, bottom line takeaway, you don't need level 6 giants. I will see if I can find the same attack from Conqueror on a max Town Hall 9 and see how that does. But he does not have max giants here, and does not have high level heroes at all, and you know, pretty much takes out this base. So let's see if we can find one more, and then we will close the book on this attack. Alright, will this strategy work on a max Town Hall 9 with max heroes? And that is the question. Especially with going against or using lower heroes and level 5 giants, and the answer is yes. In under 2.5 minutes, we're going to see Conqueror here come in with his level 5 giants. Actually, I think wastes 1 giant there right off the bat, and another one, and then drops the healers behind, drops the wizards for the funnel. Doesn't get the funnel the way he needs it. He does have his king queen walk here, but this strategy is so overpowered that even it gives you so much leeway. It gives you a lot of chances to make some mistakes. Rages up these giants to go ahead and get them in, and then drops the king queen a little late, and they're going to go for a walk. But the bowlers do make their way into that core area. Has bowlers to contend with in the clan castle. If he did not, if there was dragons or something, probably would be a little bit tougher. I think I see a couple wizards in there though, so they would have probably been able to pick them off. Sends the hogs in there to go ahead and clean up on the side, so those giants don't have to bust through those max level walls. Also, they hit a double giant bomb set, and the heal was just a little late. I think they would have actually made it through, but those giants hit double giant bomb set, and they get healed completely full back up with the healers healing them. King, queen are still making their way. The king finally goes down, but he sends those hogs in to protect the queen. And he's got everybody making their way into the core. The healers are getting hit by that air defense, but I think the bowlers are going to go ahead and get that with the splash damage in just a second, if I'm not mistaken. So there we go. That the air defense goes down. 2 healers are still up. Hogs are making their way around this base, and the queen is doing some cleanup, and he has no wizards in the pocket, so he's got no more troops left over. He does have a poison, which is not going to help at all, and the hogs finally go down. But he does have his giants still tanking under heal, so they're going to be able to tank the rest of these defenses for these bowlers, and queen is going to have plenty of cleanup troops. 1 bowler and 1 wizard goes flying, but that's still fine. The other bowler goes flying, and now this queen is going to go ahead and she's going to go take out these last defenses, and now it's just really just cleanup. So very nice attack on a max Town Hall anti-3 base, and gets that job done with a heal, with a poison to swag. So it looks like it's a real serious strategy. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll grab some during this war, and I'm sure we'll have a bunch of them. I just hope we don't have a war filled with them. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and go ahead and practice. Use these friendly challenges to hone in, get used to the funneling of these troops and when to deploy the king, queen, and the spells and everything like that. Again, the rages are to push through the base. I might even try to take out 1 rage and put in a jump instead, and see how that works out, because I find that sometimes these giants end up banging against the wall, and they just don't get the job done, and I think a jump would help significantly, but that's just about tweaking it, so I'm pretty sure that would work as well. So go ahead and get those 6-star clan wars and practice those 3-star attacks.